Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mates. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a wonderful response to the previous Journal With Me video in my Traveler's Notebook, and so I thought I would do the same. I have a bit of time here. I don't really want to spend more than half an hour though, so I thought I would grab my snack, or I guess it's kind of like my breakfast, with my coffee. And this time I thought I would play in my passport size journal, or it's like a junk journal. I don't particularly have anything to write, but I like to prepare my pages in advance so that if I have a nice quote or just a thought, maybe a couple of sentences, then I can jot that down in here. This passport sized insert is from the stationery bento box, and so I thought I would just kind of put the camera on just like last time. You guys seem to really enjoy it, so I was just, it's just a chatty video. I'm just letting you know, giving you the heads up. I'm using my Chic Sparrow Nightingale Traveler's Notebook, and I just house my papers and bits that I can use in my journals. I actually want to use this one right here. I think, yeah, this one here. This is from Courtney Diaz. I'll be using her Patreon printables. I think there's, yeah, this one right here as well. So I'll be using some of her stuff. This one is from Eva. I think there's some good bits in there. But anyways, I will be checking checking my Chic Sparrow. Oh, this is from Softly Studio. I will link everybody down below, people that I mentioned. So I will be grabbing things from this notebook from time to time. But yeah, I thought I would just kind of get on here. These ones I haven't stuck down yet. I have pre-stamped some of the pages using the stamps from the stationery selection, the December clear stamp set. So I've done some of that here and there. But I thought I would just get on here and chat with you while I have my snack. Today my snack is cheese and mushroom with a little bit of mayonnaise, I think. And no, I did not make this. I am a horrible cook. I did purchase this from the convenience store, and then I just kind of reheat it. But it looks delicious. I've never had it before. I felt like having my breakfast toast was not enough, so I wanted to grab something else on the way back from dropping the kids off. And then of course my coffee. And so let's get started with gluing things down. I'm going to grab my dot liner as well as this, and I think that's it for now. I have some markers and things up here in the pouch. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab a bite and see how this tastes. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't think I'll finish the whole thing. I'll save half for lunch. But it looks like this. Let's see the taste. It's very soft. So these are both from Courtney Diaz, and I've cut them out. This is yummy. I love like really hard burnt cheese parts on bread and pizza. It's so good. I love cheese in general, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I get the gurgles sometimes. But it doesn't stop me. I love cheese so much. My husband's not a huge cheese person, but oh my gosh, I really like cheese. So I'm just sticking some papers down. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I like to layer. And I like different pieces of paper to show through, different textures and things. I suppose you don't need this full, like this full section here. If you really wanted to save paper bits, you can do this. if you just wanted the border, you can do something like that if you just wanted the border to show. And you can use that for a different page. So let's do that. But I think that's too washed out. So maybe I'll put that in the back. And some people might think, oh, I stamped the page and you're covering the stamps. That's okay. I can always stamp later, like around if I want to. I think I'll do something like that. Kind of want this to be like a raw rip. This part to be raw. I'm gonna rip some here. Have some coffee. Oh, so good. It's very, actually today's not that cold. It's kind of warmer than yesterday. But lately it's been cold and gloomy and rainy. So let's do something like this. Do you think it's too much here? Like this is clashing too much. Maybe I'll do that. Even though it is washed out, I can definitely write on top of this and it will be very clear. Thank you to those who left comments on my previous video. I see that many of you are coffee and tea drinkers. Some people drink both during the day, and I do too. I feel I'm not alone. There are days where I have a coffee in the morning, and then in the afternoon I feel like, oh, I should kind of slow down on my coffee consumption, so then I go for a tea instead. But it's funny to see that some people drink both as well. My tea, though, I don't really put any cream or sugar inside. I think I want to just leave it a little off to the side. I don't know why, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. I'm going to be like a kind of bit messy. Now this one, I think it leaves a mark. The adhesive leaves a mark, so I think I'm going to just glue this down. I don't know if this is going to leave a mark, but yeah, with my tea, I like to just have it black, and I don't know why. I've never felt like having milk and sugar with the tea. I think that's just how we were brought up. Like my parents love tea and they just drink it black all the time, so so there we go. There's one page done. Like I said, I like it in my journals where when the corners kind of come up a bit, it just adds some dimension to it. Let's grab another bite here. Very good. I will link the video down below to this sharing with you my Shakespeare and how I house my papers. This section here is where I keep all my like junk journal-y vintage type of earth tone types of papers, and in the front is more like graphic, colorful. There's some of Courtney's stuff in there as well. I might be able to use. And this is just simply a Ziploc bag. It really is. It's just a Ziploc bag that I received in some packaging. And it holds my bits and it's perfect. You just pass it through the elastic here. And I just cut off the top here, the top edge, and it's a top loading pocket for bigger items. And for smaller bits, you have this zip closure here, and it's perfect. So you can reuse your Ziploc bags that you receive from packaging and things. I remember using Ziploc bags for my Filofax too, back in the day. But anyways, let's get back to this. I need to grab another bite. I'm so hungry. I forgot to mention that I took out some rub-ons and some stickers so that I can use them in the journal if I feel like embellishing later. I'm not sure what it is, but I've been kind of sticking down papers on just one side. I guess that's okay, right? Let's make this one smaller. That's so pretty. So, I don't know if I mentioned this in my Hobonichi flip. Sorry, it says to do here, so I think I might cover that up. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to see. But anyways, where was I going with this story? The other day, we went to see a movie. It's my son's first, or my kid's first movie. My son is 5 and my daughter is 3, and we just we went to see Frozen. But here in Japan, they renamed the title, and I'm not too sure why. I'm just gonna do 2 layers, very simple. Yeah, they name it like Anna to Yuki no Jo. I don't know why they renamed it. I think for maybe Japanese people, the word frozen is difficult to pronounce. They can't really pronounce R's and L's. Maybe that's why, but it was in Japanese. The whole movie was in Japanese, and there were parts people were laughing, and I was like, I had no idea what they said or what the joke was about. But my daughter, she sat through the whole thing, but she did get a little, not bored. She didn't sit still the whole time. Thankfully, we in Japan, you have to reserve your tickets, your theater tickets ahead of time. So you have to reserve your seats. You can't just buy a theater ticket or a movie ticket and then just go to the theater and choose whatever seat you want. You have to reserve the seat, which is very, I don't know, I guess it is what it is, right? I guess it is good in a way, because then you're not disappointed. You get to the movie, and then you know, the seats are all the good seats are all taken, or I'm not sure. But anyways, you have to reserve your ticket. You have to reserve your seat in advance, and we reserved like the front row, not the front row, but the front area, so that they could kind of not roam around, but if my daughter was getting antsy, she could easily get out. So we reserved 3 seats in the front and then 4 in the back for the adults, and so she was kind of hopping back and forth between rows. My son seemed to have a good time. It was his first ever movie, so he was very excited. But my daughter, yeah. I think we'll wait a little bit more before we see another movie in the theaters. Not too sure where I was going with that. I thought maybe the tissue paper could kind of show its texture a little bit, but it's really kind of blended in, so. But that's okay. Let's go to the next one. I took out this passport insert because I thought I could use some of the pages in the back. It's such a waste, don't you think? I don't know. Is it bad? Oh, let's go for it. I think it's a waste to just kind of let it sit there, because I'm finished with this insert. I think it's 2019, or actually it's 2018. think it's a 2018 calendar. And these pages are not going to be used, so let's go for it and let's go for it, yes. And it has a map, so I think it's cool, and I like the fact that it's cream colored. I really like raw edges, so I'm gonna rip it up too. Do you remember your first ever movie in the movie theater? My first ever movie, I think it was called Milo and Stitch, or oh gosh, maybe I'm making a mistake with Lilo and Stitch. Milo and Otis. Yes, I think that's what it was. It was about I think adventures between a cat and dog friendship, I think. I don't remember, it was so long ago. I'm totally aging myself with this movie reference. But yes, that was my first ever movie in the movie theater. And movies back in the day, like, they were like $2 Tuesdays. Can you believe that? $2 Tuesdays. Oh my goodness. This is a little too big. Wonder what it looks like if I rip it up. I want it to stick out just a tad over here. I think I don't have my washi tape out right now, but I think later on when I take out my washi tapes, I want to add like bits of washi here and there, because I just don't feel that it's fully finished. And I think it's totally okay to do things in sections or do things in increments. You don't have to finish a whole spread in one sitting. If you only have 15 minutes and you want to have fun and you just want to stick down some papers, I say just go for it. If that's what makes you relaxed and that's what makes you if that's enjoyable for you, then I say go for it. Do what makes you happy. See, it's nice. What do you think? I consciously held back my A over there. Somebody made a comment, or some people made a comment about my Canadian accent, and I don't think I don't realize it at all. I don't realize it at all. It's crazy. I don't think I sound Canadian. This beautiful pouch, I don't know what you would call it. It's an envelope pouch. I think the tutorial is made by Eugen, Paper Paella. She's extremely talented and just very creative. And Eva made this wonderful pouch of goodies. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And it like each little envelope section has little bits of wow, sorry. Each little section has these like really, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Let's take those out. I have a stamp, what's it called? A postage stamp cut like this, and I need to take it out and start stamping, start punching these kinds of things out and giving them for Happy Mail. These are so cute. Oh, that's very pretty. Sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked, but what was I talking about? Yes, my Canadian accent. I didn't think I had one. That's very strange. But I'm very happy that you guys are catching up on it. I just didn't expect that I had a Canadian accent. But anyways, let's go with this. Oh, this is such a pretty color theme right here. I'm gonna grab some more of my snack. I still don't have a craft space. I'm still using my dining table, which I appreciate because it's a bit bigger, or it is bigger than my previous dining table. And I just hope one day that I can have my own craft space. I think I still need to kind of organize a bit downstairs. Downstairs is like my workroom. I think I want to take out the stapler and stick this down. 1 second. I don't remember what I was saying. Anyways, I'm going to make it a little crooked and just kind of staple it down really randomly. Like that. And how do I want to do this? I'm not really sure. Let's do something like this. Not overthink it. Just stick some papers and bits down. And you might be wondering, why am I doing this? Because some days you have a quote or thought that goes through your mind and it's very short. You just want to write it really quickly down. The pages are all ready to go. Just open it up and grab a pen. Should I leave this as is? Is this too much? I'm not sure. Okay, let's just go for it because I'm overthinking now. I'm not sure if this is a sticker, but perhaps it is a sticker. I saw someone post on Facebook about this show called The Circle, and it's on Netflix. It's a reality show, and people compete. I think they're competing for $100,000. The winner at the end of this competition wins $100,000. And it's a mindless reality show. And so I've been killing a lot of time with that. Oh, this is so pretty. I like this. And let's check the timer. It is about 23 minutes. Do you think I have time for one more? I wanted to use this one right here somehow. Let's do that. It's very pretty. Let's see what else I can, or let's do some embellishing. I'm not sure. I want to embellish after I write the quote though. I don't know if you feel the same way. Like I feel like I want to write down the quote and then I can embellish it around my words. What do you think? Do you feel the same way? Do you embellish ahead of time or do you embellish at the end? I really like these thin washi stickers. Maybe that's too much. There, that's one sheet done. Oh, there's one little acorn here. It's stuck. If you have any recommendations of Netflix shows, please let me know. I heard recently that they're going to, I don't know if is it Netflix? Maybe it's Netflix or Hulu. They're going to start streaming Ghibli movies, and that made me really, really happy and excited. But then I found out they're excluding US, Canada, and Japan. So even if I were living back home in Canada, I wouldn't be able to watch it. That's so upsetting. Let's quickly stick one of this down right here. Let's grab something and see if this works. Really easy and simple. I wonder if I can just kind of staple it and do that really fast. Let's do it a couple times. can see right there, it's very messy, and I love that. I love you just go for it. And I think because this is like very delicate, not delicate, it's washi paper, it's quite strong, but because of the fibers, I don't think the dot liner is going to stick very well, so I'm going to grab my glue stick and drop this down. Probably add washi tape here or somewhere, just to kind of finish it off, but I think that's okay. Half an hour, chatted a bit, completed 1, 2, 3, 4 spreads, and like I said, after when I take out my washi box, I can play around a little bit as well. I thank you for coming along with me again. Don't be afraid to use pages in older notebooks that you're not using anymore. I think I'm going to actually tear this one out too so that I can stick this in my journal or my traveler's notebook. This one has a map and they're very cool. Even this one here, I think I'm going to tear it out. I'm not going to use it. 100% I'm not going to use it anymore. Even these blank pages, don't be afraid to rip and use. It's better to be used than to kind of having it sit there in your cabinet or closet. So even this would be so cool. I wish I had like my space with my sewing machine so that I can sew the papers anytime. That would be so wonderful. That's one of my dreams, one of these days. So I don't know if you can hear the sirens. So I'm just going to show you what I would do with these paper bits. I'm going to put them in the back somewhere here. Perfect. And it's all contained. If you want to do some journaling or if you want to stick some papers again, you just grab your traveler's notebook with all the papers and your junk journal, your glue stick, and you're good. You don't even really need scissors if you want to just rip like I did. Yeah, and you take out your sticker sheets that you have, you know, stickers that you haven't used. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really relaxing for me to just sit down and turn the camera on and just chit chat about nothing. What did we talk about today? Coffee, movies, and yeah. Anyways, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy these kinds. If you want me to do more of these, I will be more than happy to do that. It's just sometimes I don't have much to talk about, and if there's something that you have like a question that you want me to talk about or a specific topic that you want me to chat about, just leave a comment down below and we'll choose that as our next topic. But here it is. These are the 4 spreads that we did during this half an hour, and I had a lot of fun sitting down with you with my snack. I know I said I would eat just half, so I'm going to grab one more bite and then I'm going to clean up and start working again. Alright, thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.